What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Terrier Owner YouTube channel. We are happy to have you back here. We are quickly approaching Christmas. We wish you all happy holidays, and we appreciate you taking the time during a busy holiday schedule to watch this video. And today, guys, we're gonna make a video that may not necessarily be geared towards just Jack Russells, more of a broad style video, but I'm going to give you my top tips for becoming a first-time dog owner. So what do I think is the most important things for you to understand to make you successful at being a first-time dog owner, to give you the tools you need to be ready for a dog and to be able to provide the best care possible. But of course, guys, before we do that, thumbs up on the video, like we always say, goes so far towards helping us get seen by others that need our advice and need our help. Never forget to check out terrierowner.com for all of this information in a written format. Tons of useful blog posts on that website that can help you navigate not only the Jack Russell Terrier, but other dogs as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you are notified for our future videos that are coming out every week. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into my top tips for becoming a first-time dog owner, what I think is the most important things that you should do in advance before you adopt your first dog. And keep in mind, even though I'm holding Luna, the Jack Russell Terrier, during this whole video, this could apply to any dog, not just Luna or Jack Russell. So let's kick it off with number one. And number one, guys, is simple. I think that most people, before they adopt a dog, regardless of the dog breed, need to just take a minute and think about it. You need to assess the amount of time that you have available for a dog. You need to think to yourself if you're going to want to look for somebody to watch your dog every time you want to leave town where your dog isn't coming with you. Puppies, especially puppies, are very difficult to say no to. The temptation to adopt a puppy before really wrapping your mind around the entire experience is very difficult to resist. So my first tip is simple. Just assess the amount of time. Make sure you really want to deal with a dog. You want to deal with the training and everything that goes into it. Don't just fall victim to, this is an adorable dog, I have to get it, so let's jump on board and adopt a dog. Think about it, make sure you're ready, and make sure you have time. That is tip number one. Tip number two, guys, is assuming that you have made the decision that you are going to adopt a dog, and that is prepping in advance. And the biggest prepping you can do for a puppy is making sure that your house is safe and your house is ready for a dog. This can be anything from making sure shoes are put away. That seems kind of cliche or like something that you see on TV, but dogs do chew, especially when they are puppies. So if it's something you don't want to get damaged, it needs to be removed from where they can reach it. Make sure that you have a crate accessible for the hours that you work or that you have to leave the home so the dog is not free roaming the house, destroying anything, or a gated room is fine as well. Make sure you have a plan for them going outside to go to the bathroom. Make sure that they can go potty safely without running away. Otherwise, you need to be doing that manually yourself with a leash and taking them outside. So number two, in a nutshell, guys, is simply prepare your house, prepare your mind, and get things ready to go for when you get home with your new dog. Number three is understanding your dog and your dog's needs. So this could apply specifically to a dog like the Jack Russell Terrier, of course. The point here is to do a little bit of research. Understand your dog, understand how much exercise they should be getting. Maybe talk to a local vet about what you should be doing in case there's something different or that you weren't ready for. Understand the kind of food that's most likely to make the most sense and how many times per day you're going to feed them. Understand what kind of training they respond the best well. The more research you do about your specific dog breed, even the gender, the more specific you can be about that dog breed, that gender, the more prepared you're ultimately going to be able to make yourself. So you need to research, take some notes, go back to school a little bit about the dog that you're trying to adopt, and just get prepared mentally to understand the dog itself, its natural behaviors, what you can expect. That way, even whenever a bad behavior takes place, you kind of think to yourself that you were prepared for it and it's not that big of a deal, and you can work on it through training. So again, guys, do your research on the specific dog you plan to adopt. And once you do that, you can move into number four, which is learn how to communicate with that specific dog. Some dogs are very, very easy to communicate with. They train really quickly. They don't have too much stubbornness. A dog like the Jack Russell is different. They do not train. They do train very easily, but they are stubborn in the beginning. So you have to learn what works for your specific dog and research or reach out to online communities to learn what the most effective communication method is with that dog what other people are having success with, what training methods work the best, and what they just respond to overall. That way, your training methods don't come up short. Potty training can be relatively quick. You can start working on basic commands and start getting an obedient and disciplined dog more right out of the gates instead of being stuck clueless. So that is my number 4. Moving on to the next one, guys. Sounds simple, but honestly it's not, and a lot of people overlook this, but you need to have a backup plan or some support in place before you adopt a dog. So many things come up that you didn't think about, a weekend plan that's even 1 or 2 nights away. Do you have a plan to board them? If you do, a lot of people don't understand that most of the time that requires your dog to be fixed, so neutered or spayed. Plus it requires your dog to be up to date on all vaccines and shots. Do you have that already jotted down and you're ready for it? Because that can be another $200-300. If not, and you don't plan on getting your dog fixed, or you don't want to follow those guidelines to board them, do you have a friend that's going to come over all the time and watch that dog while you're gone, or so that you can still commit to other plans? The point is that you shouldn't keep everybody in the dark when you're adopting a dog. You need to let people know and try and create some kind of support or backup system that's going to allow you to still have plans, not go crazy, and not have the ability to travel or go somewhere for a few days if you need to. Without that support, you're going to be left with very few options. It's going to get frustrating, and it really just makes the whole process a lot easier if you just think about these things ahead of time. Which leads me to my next one, and this can apply to just about anything with any dog breed. This applies to training, potty training, sleeping and annoying type behaviors, anything you can think of, vet bills, learning the food that they like best or what they respond to, anything about a dog basically. But be ready for setbacks, be ready for your patience to be tested, be ready for some failures basically. You don't get a dog to reach a point of being potty trained or behaving perfectly without a ton of failures that happen first. That is how they learn. I'm a big fan of praising, not scolding, but be ready for those failures. Otherwise, it's just going to give you a ton of anxiety and be really frustrating. So be ready to fail, but be ready to learn from the mistakes that you make along the way so that you can correct them and begin, getting to a point where your dog is relaxed, well-behaved, socialized around neighbors, friends, and family. You don't have to worry about them when they go outside in the yard to go to the bathroom or just to run around for a little bit. The whole purpose of every one of these tips, guys, is basically getting your mind right, getting prepared, and understanding the dog. You can really break it down into those 3 baskets of information, essentially. And all that takes is a little bit of preparation, a little bit of homework, and a little bit of just due diligence on your end to make those things happen. This is, of course, a topic I would love to hear your guys' feedback on. We always love to hear your guys' feedback in general. Whatever advice you can give to anybody thinking about either adopting a Jack Russell or any other dog, we would love to hear that. So drop those comments down below for us, guys. Interact with the community so we can all learn. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification button so you're notified for all of our future videos. And never forget to check out terrierowner.com, the blog site that can give you all of this information in the written format and help you with just about any question you have about the Jack Russell or any other dog breed. Be sure to check that out, guys. Otherwise, Merry Christmas. We appreciate all of you. We hope you have a great holiday, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.